Indiana Fever are in a disastrous situation right now. They're in an absolutely disastrous situation.
Just now, Sophie Cunningham finally spoke up, and what she revealed about the Indiana Fever locker room should have every Caitlin Clark fan seriously concerned.
Sophie Cunningham goes in the post-game press conference and confirms what we've all known all along.
We've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own islands.
This locker room is split, and she uses the term different islands going on in this locker room.
Sophie literally says there's a little thing going on in the locker room.
That's not good. That's not good to hear.
We're talking about broken team chemistry, no real protection for their star player, and a squad falling apart from the inside. Caitlin isn't just battling defenders on the court, she's fighting this fight completely alone.
There's one really concerning thing that Sophie Cunningham said.
I think that we've kind of wavered a little bit on that. We have our own island.
It's been a disaster. The good teams can keep the locker room together.
If you're still standing with Caitlin Clark and believe she deserves better than this chaos, drop a comment below. Defend Caitlin Clark, because after hearing Sophie's brutally honest words, it's clear the team is falling apart and no one is stepping up to protect their once-in-a-generation.
Caitlin Clark is the star player of the WNBA.
The most popular woman ever in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is the needle. Caitlin is box office.
Caitlin Clark as the star. Everything else is wrapped around her, and everything else is revolving around her.
She's Rookie of the Year in the WNBA.
For weeks, fans felt something wasn't right with this Fever team, and now, Sophie has ripped the bandage off. She confirmed what many were quietly thinking: the locker room is divided and falling apart, right when Caitlin needs the team to come together the most. In her post-game press conference, Sophie didn't hold back, she said it plainly and directly.
Sophie Cunningham, in the post-game interview, speaks on this team and the islands within the locker.
We have our own islands. That phrase hit like a live grenade, explosive, raw, and impossible to ignore. It wasn't just about missed shots or defensive mistakes, it was about a locker room full of disconnected players, zero unity, and a clear lack of leadership holding it all together. On a team built around a once-in-a-generation talent like Caitlin Clark, that's a glaring red flag, a flashing neon warning sign for every fan who's been paying attention.
Whew! You did a shit job at that.
Sophie admitted the team is shaky and not leaning on each other when it counts. Translation: Caitlin's not just taking cheap shots from opponents, she's also not getting the support she needs from her own teammates when she's getting knocked down.
Caitlin Clark, plasters over all the cracks. She realistically plasters over all the cracks of this team. This team is not structured.
The very team that's supposed to rally around her can't even hold it together. Last season, even in losses, they had each other's backs, there was unity. But now, Sophie's made it clear, things have changed, and not for the better. Now Sophie's basically waving a giant warning flag, and this isn't coming from some clueless rookie, it's coming from a seasoned vet. She even took some responsibility, admitting she needs to do more to bring the team together. But let's be real, that alone isn't enough to fix the deep cracks already splitting this team apart.
Sophie Cunningham coming out there and effectively saying there's a big difference between her saying there are locker room issues and her saying the locker room maybe isn't where it needs to be.